Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of March 17th. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check out your other two signs videos for deeper messages. All right, Pisces, so here we are. We're coming to the end of your season this week and moving into Aries season. But we are leaving your season with a new moon in Pisces on the 18th. So you will still have your sun, moon, and Mercury is still retrograde that day on the 18th. And last bit of reflecting, just indulging your season moment before we move into Aries on the 20th. So moving into Aries, it's Ostara. It is the equinox, the day where the day and night are equal all around the world at the same time. So this is a moment of springing forth into spring for real. But we also have Mercury going direct that day. So if you didn't feel the spring from the Jupiter going direct, Mercury going direct should really bring us clarity and that little jump that we need moving forward, even though we still have it being in its post shadow after this time. Yeah. So let's see what we got going on for you to leave your season. We are using the Rose Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. So let's see, what do we got going on for Pisces? The Sacred Union, beloved within, inner and outer relationships. Look at that, Pisces, for you. You really are at a time where you're feeling that self-love is as important or more important than those relationships outside of you. It's that balance that you're finding of respecting both. Yeah, it's amazing. But what's hidden from you? What might keep you from that? Whispers of Mother Earth. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel, and I honestly don't know any Pisces that are not in some way an artist. And just remember that if that's not connecting to you, Pisces, we are all creative in our own way, shape, or form. And even if it's not you picking up a paintbrush or some clay, it is just in how you prep your meals, how you create your space, how you get dressed every day. We're always creating. We're always interacting with life in some way, shape, or form. So it being in this position for you is maybe you've been feeling somewhat blocked. Maybe the winter time has kind of put that on the back burner. And this is just saying that Pisces, it's never really away from you. And we always say that it's somewhat like a muscle. And I remember I had a friend who, after getting her job that kind of took her out of her creativity, she just picked up her paints as a way to engage that muscle again. So Pisces, if there is something that you want to do, then just start doing it. If you're having, say, like a writer's block, just start journaling, getting stuff out onto paper. It's that muscle memory, and it is just getting things out of your head. So even if you have just ideas, listing things, making lists. I love making lists, so that I can just see options of what I can do in a moment that isn't just like rotting, you know? There's that. What is unfolding for you? Release the petals. Transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. So Pisces, you leaving your season, you are just shedding your old season. You're about to meet your post shadow to your season. And remember that death and rebirth, they don't have to be physical deaths. Death can just be, you know, I left a whole ass state. And The desert and the beach climate alone is just different ways for my body to engage the space. So for me, it's been letting that part of me that was this desert wizard go so that I can go back to being a coastal witch. Yeah, that is just what it is sometimes, Pisces. So for whatever it is for you, it could just be a changing moment. Like my biggest example was, yeah, when I got Watson, who is a little Pisces man, about letting that part of me that could just take off at a moment's notice die so that I could be this more responsible pet mom to a degree. Yeah? Right. What's going to help you ground into this reading? Sub Rosa. Hidden in plain sight. There's that Pisces man. Hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. So for you Pisces, this is saying that, and because what was hidden from you was your creativity coming back. So it might not even be necessarily lost. It's just that you aren't tapping into it. So getting back into presence of where you are now, then you can tap into new ways that you play into creativity. Like one thing that's come up recently is that, yeah, where I was a big landscaper and I just did this test that showed me that my physical body isn't able to do exactly everything the way that I used to do it. So I've had to get more creative about ways that I do things now. And so Pisces, as you are, yeah, one more year wiser, this might be a time for you to reassess how your body re-engages the space. I watched a painter in Japan who was in her 60s, I believe, and she had arthritis, but she was still painting. She just had to figure out new ways to hold her brushes. So Pisces, just look at, you are engaging the world from a new space, and so do it in whatever way works for you in how you are now. That is what the roses have for you, but we're going to pull a card from the Flower of Life Oracle deck. And let's see what we got. We've got agreements. Imagine just for a moment that we are all connected, all different streams of consciousness originating from one source, experiencing and playing upon this physical earth plane in all its shadow and light to develop, grow, and become more. The shadow and light cause tension and resistance, but also allows us to see our ideas, thoughts, and creations manifest into the physical in order for us to create more and be pioneers, creating, unfolding newness for the sheer joy of it. So, whether your attention goes to your family, friends, work colleagues, someone you bump into, someone you observe, someone you admire, or someone you dislike, we are all in a contract, an agreement with each other to remind us of the love that we are. So Pisces, this card, agreements, is saying that, yeah, right now your agreements might be pulling you in whatever which way. They are just reflections of different aspects of ourself. So Pisces, really still remember to tap into where you are from, where you are being, triggered by the world around you, so that you can tap back into your full essence and that you can find that sacred union between yourself and the other. That is what the flowers have for you this week, Pisces. I hope that helped. Happy end of your season, and I'll see you in your post shadow. Bye.